Hey guys, this is Coach Beth. I had to hop on here and just drop this nugget that dropped in my spirit today and share with you guys that what came to me was clarity sounds like a foreign language to anyone that you're trying to talk to that it's like on deaf ears. And this is not directed at any particular person. When I'm sharing these things, I don't want anybody to think like, oh, is she talking about this person? I'm just speaking in general about life, or just clients that I work with, or just anyone that is experienced these concerns rather. And what I have to say is clarity sounds like a foreign language on deaf ears is if you're trying to encourage someone and constantly, you're hearing problem after problem, but then there's no execution of anything. So what I'm saying is save your breath, and not from a mean place. Save your breath. And some people would say, well, that's so mean. I'm telling you this from a good place, from a place of love, from a place of, I've been there trying to help other people, like whether it's been like trying to help people execute a business, or whether it is you see someone, even like if I'm trying to coach someone about, exercise or whatever the case may be, just in general, save your breath. And I say that so in a humble way. And if you know me, you know I'm not out here trying to get people to be mean or cut anyone down. I want everyone to win. And I think that's been my biggest downfall in life, if I have to say that, is because I want everyone to win. And when you're that type of person, you exert so much energy that it can become exhausting when you're trying to help others. So that's why I wrote a book. I coach people on the side, because I said I no longer will do it from a place of just like rent free because I don't want anyone to not see how the value of the time that I put into them. So it's so exciting when I see people, like the light goes off, the light bulb, it goes off, and some people never get it. And I have to accept that everyone isn't set up and they do not have the capacity to carry what you're trying to push them through. And I'm okay with that now. Before, I was in a season where I'm like, oh my God, you don't want, it's almost like teachers that they really want all their students to win. They see the like who they are if they just will push a little bit harder, and you really want to encourage, but everybody doesn't take it as constructive criticism. They just take it as criticism. There's no way of them trying to figure out like, oh, that was to help me and not harm me. So just normalize saving your breath, because guess what? They do not have the oxygen supply to help you if you pass out from trying to help them. If you talk to any firefighter, they would let you know what it means. They need the other firefighters in there to help them, just in case. Like they have this extra, oxygen to help themselves, help others. But if you're the only one that's carrying the oxygen, it's not going to end well for you. So I say this truly from a good place. Save your breath and let those individuals learn how to navigate themselves, because this is what you, in this season, I've learned that you have to be in a season to where you allow people to learn by letting them have to go through the experiences. And what do I mean by that? I'm saying let them figure it out. They need to see what it means to go through a struggle if they're not receptive, if what you're giving them is not something that they're applying. And I'm not saying you have to take everything that someone tells you, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying these are for the individuals that are in that constant pattern of always having something going on. They're never in a good place. They never have a good day. You give them ideas. You give them ways to connect, to build, to grow their business, to, take a walk, so you're supposed to still have the ear for that. You're supposed to have the ear, but then they do not. So they just want to vent. And I'll just be honest. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in a season where, you know, venting is fine if you're planning to uh, because if you're venting to me, I would hope that you wouldn't vent to someone that you didn't feel that could help you or have a word, encouraging word, and that they would give you good feedback. So many people I hear saying, like, I'm so exhausted, I've helped my children or, friends. And I'm like, you got to let them figure it out. And it's okay. You got to let them, and you have to help them by not helping them. Okay. Help them by not helping. So I'm telling you today, I'm going to interpret with this clarity that you feel like I'm speaking direct to them. And it's like they're not understanding. Well, they don't. They do not have the capacity to understand what you're saying. Not because they're not capable of having the capacity. I tell people all the time, God gives everyone, he has no respect of person. So this is a season of asking, and you shall receive. I'll give you an example today. We were in the store today. My son saw this one of the stores. He saw this toy that was like, the sign said $15, and there was like 30 of these toys up there, and it scanned for like $35. Well, I had taken a picture, and I'm like, the sign all around it says $15. Well, they were like, oh, we need to change the price. We'll mark it down to 15 instead of like 35. I used that as a teachable moment for him, and the teachable moment was, ask and you shall receive. Like, ask and see what happens. Be honest, ask, and then apply what you've received, right? So the same thing with when you're telling an individual what tools, and then you're draining yourself because you've applied everything to them. Just let it go. Again, save your breath, guys. I'm here for you. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, but you got to save yourself first. Have a great day. Don't forget to look out for the book, Girl Just Quit. More to come. Bye.